Well, guys, Israel still hasn't invaded the Gaza Strip. It appears that they're striking it every night with missiles and rockets and jets and stuff, but yet they have not went in on ground. Why is that? Could it be they have a deal worked out with the United States and other countries that they won't go in and ground attack them until they get as many hostages out as they can? Supposedly today there was some hostages released today with dual citizenships. Not sure on it. I haven't checked up on it yet, but they were supposed to have been released. It's very strange that they haven't went in. Now, what's going to happen when they go in over there? I think you're going to see Lebanon, Iran, all these other countries jump in on this. I really do. I think it's going to spark an all-out war in the Middle East. The United States bases in the Middle East are getting hit pretty regular, but they're claiming no deaths so far except for someone who died of, I believe it was a heart attack. But as far as military personnel being killed, I haven't heard of any yet, which is very strange. If you're hitting bases, how are you not, killing people, right? Guys, this here could break off into something pretty big over there. It doesn't take very much for us to get in a fight. We know that. They're pushing for a fight right now. Democrats, we wind up in war, right? We always do. So it's very strange here what's going on over there. I would have thought Israel would have went in pretty quickly after they were attacked, but yet they're holding back, and America's telling them, you got to do this, you got to do that, the rules of war, all this and that, right? Guys, when it comes down to all out war, yes, do you have rules of war? You should, right? But Hamas, they don't have rules of war. Everybody's a target, right? That's something people need to understand. The terrorists don't fight conventional wars. They don't fight the way you read in a history book. Look at how many countries that did not fight conventional wars has give the United States a problem. Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, the last war over in Iraq and Afghanistan. I mean, you're fighting guerrilla warfare, and you're also with these group of people. They're fighting a religious battle, right? They don't have the same rules as we have. Everybody's a target. We've all grew up and read about it and heard about it. This is going to be a very nasty, nasty war over there. How's it going to affect us here in the United States, right? People are saying, well, that's over there. It's not going to affect us. Yes, it will. Number one, eventually some of our troops are going to get hit at these bases in the Middle East, and we're going to retaliate. Is it going to draw us straight into the war? Possibly not, but it will evoke a response from us. We will hit somewhere else, right? Now, here in America, you have to worry about sleeper cells. They've been here, guys. I know a lot of people are screaming right now that they've been coming across the border in the last 3 years. But let me tell you, they've been here for a while. All they're doing is adding to their numbers as they're coming across. Plain and simple, they're adding to their numbers. They could hit our power stations, our water facilities, anything like that. I've always thought it would make more sense if a terrorist was going to do something. You get more shock and awe if you hit a big city, right? But if you hit a smaller area, like where I am, just say, or somewhere else that's not a very populated area, let's say you hit it with a biological something in the water. Well, by the time they figure out what's going on, why everybody's getting sick or dying, it's done spread all over the United States, right? Because a small local facility like a doctor's office or hospital, they're not going to be sure what's causing it, right? They're going to think it's some kind of virus that's going around, some kind of bug that people are getting, and then these people just keep spreading it, right? Eventually you have a whole big area, and once there's something going on, they put something in the water or they did something, right? Then it's a major event because it's all over the United States. What we have to worry about here in the United States is attacks on our own soil. I'm not talking about from a big army invading us. I'm talking about bombings. You're talking about, possible chemical attacks, biological attacks, and things like that. A lot of people, it did not take a lot of people on 9/11 to do what they did. And you saw how much chaos they caused, right? Now, the whole picture of it, yes, there was a lot of people involved. But as far as the people that actually did it, there wasn't that many of them. It doesn't take a lot of people to shake up and get everything rolling, right? Guys, this is going to get hairy. It's going to get nasty. And I still think the Middle East is where we will see a nuclear weapon used, because if the terrorists get their hands on one, they'll use it just to use it. They don't care, right? They don't care. A lot of people, I've heard my whole life, Iran's got nuclear weapons or they're almost making nuclear weapons. You know, that's nothing new. They probably do have some. What we have to worry about here is a dirty bomb. One thing I want to make clear, Canadian Prepper is now saying the Middle East is where a nuclear weapon's going to be, and I started telling y'all that soon, you know, as soon as I seen what was going on over there. But now that he's talking about it, more people are getting more panicked about it, right? Guys, if a nuclear weapon is used, number one, if everybody thinks if one weapon's used, it's going to be an all-out use them or lose them type situation. It's not going to be that way immediately. Now, I'm not saying some crazy person couldn't get a hold of one and do something crazy, right? But more than likely, you would see small responses, and then it would just build, 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 right? And then, but if the nuclear weapons is what gets you prepping, hey, I'm off. You know, whatever gets you prepping, that's awesome. But as far as a nuclear attack here, you need to worry more about a dirty bomb or something similar to that. I'm not worried about a country launching a nuke towards us, but it could happen. But guys, the stuff in the Middle East, it's heating up. I would have thought Israel would have done went in. You know, most of y'all probably would too. There's deals being made more than likely that we're not privy to the information. I don't have insider information the way a lot of the bigger channels do, but some kind of deal's in place over there. They're trying to get hostages out, and then will they attack and invade? I don't know. You know, you got it. They're teeter-tot like that right there now, right? If they attack, what's Lebanon going to do? What's Iran going to do? It's going to get very interesting. So pay attention to it. We had to come home today to get some deer meat put up, to get it canned and get stuff cut up. And we'll be back out hunting the rest of the week. But today we had to come home and deal with our deer meat. We had it in the cooler for about a week, which a lot of people like doing that. We kept it on ice, no water, kept the drain open and let the water run out whenever it wanted to. Guys, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel, be aware of your surroundings, protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it, guys. Get out there and get prepping. If you're not prepping, please start prepping. Food, water, shelter, protection, fire. Guys, please start prepping. Stay safe, and please keep your eyes and ears open to what's going on over here. Although we're out in the woods, we're still trying to stay up to date to it. We haven't had a video up because for some reason around here the internet's been acting up here lately. But guys, stay safe and keep prepping.